All right. Am I live? Mic test, mic test. Let's see in the live chat. Satoshi Corner, welcome. Cordic, welcome as well. Financial Summit's in the audience. That's great. All right, I am live. All right, guys. Welcome to another episode of Market Trading. I'm your host, Tone Vays, coming to you live from Honduras International Airport. I unfortunately missed my connecting flight. That almost never happens. No image. I should be on screen share. Am I on screen share? I'm waiting for some confirmation. Yeah, no, I don't have my camera set up. No picture, only thumbnail. Weird. Yeah, no, I don't have a camera set up. And so no video, just audio. Audio and screen share, you guys should be able to see unconfiscatable as the backdrop. I'm waiting for my Zoom to show me what you're seeing. 1 second, I gotta go to YouTube. I gotta double check that everything is working from my end. Go to my channel, and I'm also on my own hotspot. Okay, everything's working. Great. All right, looks like all good on this end. All right. Hey guys, real quick, unconfiscatable just went on sale. You can see the description. Tickets are only $300. Carnivory dinner only $250. These prices are gonna rise quickly. If you're interested in joining us, you know what an amazing event this is. We will not be announcing speakers this year until the last minute. There will only be 21 speakers. It'll be 1 day of speaking. The event's going to be very different than in years past. You can see our past speakers. I'm going to reach out to each and every one of them and see who is able to come back. I'm going to keep an eye on your live chat. Let me know if there's any issues with audio, video. And it is going to be loud here because, man, this airport is packed. It is absolutely packed. I missed my flight, so I'm here for like 3 extra hours. I am going to the island of Rotan for the next 3 to 4 days. And from the island of Rotan, I will head to BitBlock Boom. Okay. I didn't publicize my trip to Honduras because it is a little dangerous to be in Honduras. I didn't want to announce it ahead of time. But now that I'm here, in case those of you wondering what a map looks like, I am at the airport in Honduras. I am here in San Pedro, and I am going here. I am going to the island of Rotan. I'm going to check out Prospera and see what's going on there. You can look up this island and you can learn more about it. All right, this is where I'll be the next few days. Hopefully safe and sound. We're going to find out together. And from there, I am off to BitBlock Boom, Texas. You can see my my Google map. Okay, real quick, the Financial Summit. Tickets are selling for the Financial Summit. If you want to come to the Maldives, check that out. Also, follow the Financial Summit on YouTube. We will be bringing you a stream tomorrow morning with Matt McGregor. I just came from the El Salvador halving party. You can check out my last stream on that. I can do announcements all day long. These are the villas in Maldives. If you register soon or right now, you will still get one of these water villas included in the base price of joining us in the Maldives. And once again, Unconfiscatable is back on sale. I almost didn't do the event, but we are going to do the event, poker tournament, and everything. Where's the poker sign up? It's got to be somewhere here. You can't register for poker. I think we got to add that in. I got to talk to my web dev. There's no poker registration, but there is poker tournament right there. You can click on that. but we do need to put a banner up if you want to sign up for the poker tournament. Here it is. It's going to be 100-player maximum. Check it out. Okay, let's talk about price of Bitcoin. Halving is coming. Our concerned weekly MRI top. This is starting to look like a bullish candle. Today is the last day of this crazy week. As you guys know, I lowered my allocation to 50%. That allocation is still here at 50%. This candle still has over 2 days to go. Today is Sunday. I cannot change this until tomorrow morning, but I now feel a lot more confident now that we are at 70,000. I trade on the traditional exchanges. Therefore, I will be putting 100% bullish allocation here tomorrow morning if the price remains in this vicinity. The weekly scale now has me a lot less concerned. Let's make sure the next 7-8 hours are still positive. If we are sitting above 69,000 by end of day today, going into tomorrow, I will be pretty bullish going into tomorrow. And we still have a shot of rising into the halving. I still think we're going to consolidate some more, but in any case, these moving averages were severely crossed in the last candle. I do not feel bad about panic reducing the bullish allocation. I slept very well at night, especially being at events. If you left your bullish trade on, great. I don't feel bad about doing this at all. I don't feel like this was a mistake. I was very uncomfortable with what was happening 2 days ago. I'm a lot more comfortable today. Therefore, if I feel that this candle is gonna close above the body of last candle, I will be very bullish going into the next candle on the 4-day chart. Let's go to the daily chart. The daily chart is giving us a green star candle. This makes me very, very bullish. We have held the moving average for 2 candles in a row. We now have our full candle above the moving average. You can see the 20-period moving average is starting to turn up. That's a good sign. We still have a little bit of a declining trend line. This last corner is the last thing we have to break. I like this green star candle, and all we need to do is close this candle at current price or higher. If we start tomorrow morning at 70,000, I'm going to be very, very bullish. Normally on a weekly scale, I do not go long on a green one after an MRI top. I wait for the green star candle, which could come the week of April 8th, basically the week before the halving. Either way, I like this consolidation. If we consolidate for another week or two, I can certainly see us taking that massive leg higher along with the halving, and we may not get a big pullback with the halving at all. That's another possibility. Today is Sunday. I'm going to try and update this spreadsheet. I don't really know what these numbers look like. These were the numbers as of last Friday. I would need to update this tomorrow morning. You can see what happened last week. Last week, there was a 12,000 Bitcoin bullish position. The next video we do with Matt McGregor tomorrow morning, I'll try to have some updated numbers. I'm very, very curious how this week played out. I might have it on another monitor. I can try and take a look and give you guys a general estimate. Let me see. So these are not final numbers, but I'm going to try and, well, I'm really, really curious. I'm going to insert a column. I'm going to stick this number here. Wow, GBTC bled 10,000 Bitcoin. These are not updated numbers, but let me give this a shot. I need to confirm these numbers myself. This is just one of the sources that I use. for ballpark numbers, and then I do my own fact checking on these numbers. This should be bitwise. This should be Valkyrie. No, Van Eck. Yeah, that's Van Eck. Here comes Valkyrie. Oh, Valkyrie went up very little. Investco went up little. Franklin still under 5,000. And finally, Wisdom Tree, which is generally irrelevant. Now we need the date. The date would be on the 5th. These are not final numbers. We need to cross over. Nope, the other one equals this minus this is that. I need these numbers. Those are the differences. I need also this number here is now going to be S. This number here is going to be S. This gets, oh crap, this gets pulled down. This goes like yay. This goes here. Get rid of that. All right, looks like approximately +7. Oh, I need to slide this over by 1. Copy that, paste that, go here, change the date. So Stone Vays working with Excel spreadsheet. Paste special values. Oh, crap. Paste special values only and format painter that done. Okay. Boom. This is our estimate. I will have the exact number for you tomorrow or Tuesday. Looks like there was a positive 7,000 Bitcoin inflow into the ETFs, which is good. And GBTC has bled 300,000 Bitcoin. The current holdings of GBTC is 322, and probably in a month or two, these are going to even out. BlackRock added 12,000. GBTC lost 11,000. All right, there was a quick update of the spreadsheet. Hey guys, Tone is live. Yes, Financial Summit. Thank you. I don't want to say the name of who's using that handle right now. All right, so that's good to see. Price of Bitcoin went up this past week, and there was a positive 7,000 Bitcoin inflow into the ETFs. That's also very, very good to see. Okay. Yeah, this already updated. These I still need to update. We'll get there. All right. The Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Holy shit, did you guys see the news? Anyone that watches my channel is fully aware the Biden administration has announced they will no longer be purchasing any more oil into the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. They have called it quits. And I'm not surprised. This is exactly what I said was going to happen. They were purchasing it, they sold low, and they were buying high. And that now ends. They have now, this was the last purchase. They have already announced they will not be buying oil anymore. And in about 3 months, they're going to start selling oil. So far this year, the Biden administration has purchased 9 million barrels of oil, and they will sell all of it and more into the election. I am very, very confident in that. All right, how is our live show doing? How many live viewers we have? We're at 250 live viewers. That is great. Thank you for watching, guys. Okay. Back to the daily chart. So, look, we're not fully out of the woods yet. I am comfortable going long here once again. I still want to see the price of Bitcoin above 70,000 after 10 a.m. on Monday. But even right now, those of you that trade on exchanges that work over the weekend, I am already feeling comfortable with what's going to happen next week. I am back to being bullish. I will be altering my 4-day chart back to a 100% bullish allocation. Perhaps I got scared a little too early. This is also why I didn't exit everything. I only exited 50%, and I am ready to put that 50% back into the market on Monday. All right, if there's any good questions, please post them in our moderator Q&A Telegram group. All right, short-term chart. Oh, no, I actually want to look at the oscillators. I want to see if the oscillators have been healthy. You can see that the BitMEX funding rate is actually starting to favor the bulls. This is a really, really good sign. This makes me extra bullish going into tomorrow. Now, what about the RSI? The RSI is still not great. I can put this line right here on the RSI. So what I want to see in the daily RSI is a break above the prior RSI swing high, and that would make me bullish on the RSI. What about the MACD? The MACD is not crossed over yet. I would like to see a MACD crossover, but that's going to take at least 3 or 4 more days of bullishness, or one monster day of bullishness for that to happen. And the CMF. The CMF is really important. The CMF has fallen into a bearish territory. This is what made me very, very concerned. Now that we are out and we're going to go green again, this makes me bullish once again. You can see the last time we went into negative territory and got out of it, that was on January 31st. So like I said, and I'm going to say it again and again and again, I don't really care who thinks I was crazy for getting fearful and getting out on this candle. I panic sold this candle. I do not feel bad about that. This candle had the possibility of being disastrous. And now I sold on a red star and I'm buying back on a green star. Obviously, the earlier on the red star you sold, and the earlier on the green star you bought, the less of a loss, or the not a loss, the less of missed gains you have. So, for example, when did the red star appear? The red star appeared. I'm going to delete these lines. They're becoming annoying, and I'm going to put new lines in. Let me phrase it a different way. The red star appeared right here. The moment this line broke, what price is this line? That line is, you can see it in the blue, 68,000 exactly. I can maybe slide this, let's say 68,000 flat, okay? The moment the price went below 68,000 flat, it was time to be fearful and get out of the Bitcoin position. That's when I would have become bullish. Now, when did I exit the trade? I'm gonna say I exited the trade right there. Like, I'm just gonna appease the trolls. I exited right there. I exited right here. I took half my trade off the table at 64,000. Hell, I will even put it here. I got fearful and I got out lower than the actual price. Let's say 64 even. It doesn't matter, right? I didn't take 100% off my trade. This was my lost opportunity. Now, when do you get back in? Well, you get back in when the green star appears. When does the green star appear? The moment you go above the prior candle's high, right there, we're still above it. I'm going to put a different line in here. I'm going to make this green. And I'm going to slide it across. Okay. What price is that? That is 69,750 bucks. Okay. Now, when am I going to get back in? It's irrelevant. Right here, right? I don't know what the price is going to be tomorrow morning, right? It's kind of irrelevant. It could be here. Okay, right there. Right there. Okay. So let's say if you are the greatest trader in the world and you trade in the same style that I trade, what was your missed opportunity? Your missed opportunity was this much. This was your missed opportunity. Your missed opportunity was 2.5%. Okay, that was your missed opportunity. In hindsight, everything here is hindsight, right? And I'll make this purple or something. This was the missed opportunity for the greatest trader in the world that traded the MRI and like Tone Vays that got scared. Okay, I took 50% off. Maybe you took 25% off and you did it perfectly. Okay, I'm the worst trader in the world, right? So I did the worst possible thing. I got fearful down here at 64, and I'm going to get back in above 71. So what was my lost opportunity? My lost opportunity was this much. This is what I missed, 11%. Okay, how much is that? 7 grand. Okay, on half of my position, right? Not the entire position, half of my position, half of my trading position. Okay, your HODL is unaffected. Your buy and sell is unaffected. What about the tax implications? For me, the tax implications are 0 because I trade in my retirement account. We actually discussed this. If you have tax implications, you should not be trading like this at all. Let me be clear. Tax implications really hurt traders. I only trade in my retirement accounts or I trade longer term positions. Okay. So this is the Tone Vays missed opportunity. And you know what? It's fine. Because like I said, this candle scared the shit out of me. And I really thought there was a high probability of us going here. So I would rather miss out on this, get back in 100%, and watch my position go all the way up like that. Okay, that's what I think is going to happen next. So I am bullish already, and I will be putting my 50% back into the bullish market tomorrow when it's trading above 70,000 after 10 in the morning. We can still collapse tomorrow, and this green star might disappear tonight. So that's my explanation. I will talk about it more tomorrow morning with Matt McGregor. This should not affect your HODL stash in any way whatsoever. This should not affect your dollar cost average whatsoever. There are still one last hurdle to go through, and that hurdle is the declining trend line. That's the last thing you have to worry about. At least that's the last thing I'm worried about. Okay, and this is our next target, the break of the inflation adjusted all-time high, which should probably be higher. Inflation is still bad. Okay, let's see. From the Q&A, we should probably permanently hide, ignore me. That guy has been, yeah, I mean, time out, ignore me. If he's annoying, just time him out. Or eventually, yeah, you know, if he becomes super annoying, you can permanently ban him. You have my green light. I'm tired. I'm tired of it. Moderators, do whatever you think is best. I have like 40 moderators here. If you piss off any one of my 40 moderators, they'll ban you, and I don't care. Okay. I'm not going to have much geopolitical stuff to talk about because I'm very, very behind. I'm still catching up on what the hell happened with Israel bombing Iranian soil in Syria, wiping out their embassy. This is really bad. And if Iran retaliates significantly and bombs the shit out of Israeli capitals, like I don't think they're going to bomb Jerusalem, but if Iran decides to retaliate and hypersonic missile Tel Aviv, you don't want to know what I'm going to say because I'll get my channel banned, but bombing a consulate of another country bombing their soil is an act of war. So as far as I'm concerned, Israel has just declared war on Iran. And if Iran wants to escalate and retaliate back, anyone that's an Israeli that feels that Israel is justified in retaliating against Hamas in Gaza, after what Hamas did, Iran is now equally justified, in my view, to retaliate against Israel because Israel just started a war with Iran. Now, Iran is a lot more restrained than Israel. Iran may not want to escalate the war, and Iran would be very, very nice to Israelis. But I think Iran is now fully justified to shoot all their missiles at Israel after what Israel did to their soil and killing one of their generals in the embassy. I don't think Iran's going to do it because Iran seems to care about their people and they don't want to, Israel to nuke them in retaliation. But Israel clearly doesn't give a shit about the lives of Israelis. And Israel is trying to escalate the situation so that Iran fires back at Tel Aviv, kills, I don't know, like 100,000 Israeli civilians so that Israel can justify escalating the war with Iran. That's basically how I see Israelis right now. And it's atrocious what Israel is doing in the name of Jews. You can see the price of oil is skyrocketing. Let's get back. I'm still catching up on the news. I'm still listening to the Geopolitical podcast from Monday and Tuesday. Today is already Sunday. So I got some catching up to do over the next few evenings. I'll have to find a time. I got a flight coming up, and I'm going to start listening right after the show and try to catch up on as much as I can. Like, I have no idea if Iran has already retaliated on Israel. I've been kind of in my own world talking to Bitcoiners. But I will catch up in the next few days on what the craziness that happened this week in geopolitics. Oil price is completely bullish. The United States has been helping to raise the price of oil by buying oil into the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. This has now stopped. This box is going higher like this, and I think it ends now. So again, you sell low, you sell right here, you buy high, and then you buy high again. Okay, so this is what the Biden administration has done since 2003. Yes, they also sold oil back here at a higher price, but let's talk about what have you done for me lately. And since the beginning of 2023, the Biden administration has sold low and bought higher on average. Will Japan be a safe place when big wars start? No, it will not. Japan will not be a safe place because Japan will stupidly attack China to help America. So I don't feel that Japan would be a safe place, unfortunately. The Japanese should be friends with the Chinese because they're their biggest trading partners and more useful trading partners. But unfortunately, Japan was brainwashed by the United States as well. And they are on the US bandwagon to try and hold down China. And that's not going to end well for Japan. Is there not a triangle on the daily Bitcoin time frame? I didn't notice it, but there might be. No, well, there is a triangle, but it's not, but it's it's more of a, one of these. And it's not exactly symmetric. So this could last, another month or so. There is a bit of a triangle. It's not perfect, but it's still bullish looking. Just this week, 2 prisoners had their legs amputated due to handcuff injuries, which unfortunately is a routine event. Which country? Tina posted that comment. Which country are you talking about? All right, let's see what else we have. Gold. Gold continues to make new highs. That is great. I still have my gold coins. Gold is now getting a little overheated. If you look on the weekly scale, we are on a 7 within the MRI count. So a few more weeks of upside. If gold starts to break 2,400 in a week or two, that could be a nice top for gold. And it could have a pullback. Pullback can go as low as 2,100 or maybe even as low as 2,000. It's possible, but you guys know my target on gold. My gold target is $3,000. I still have nothing to say about natural gas. Very strange. S&P 500 has slowed down its progress. I remain bullish on the S&P 500. Someone is asking what's going to happen to the price of Bitcoin in case of nuclear war. Well, at first it's going to crash, but it's going to recover a lot better than the US dollar after, the dust settles. Just make sure you're living in the right country so you can spend your Bitcoin after. Looks like the S&P had a really bad day on Thursday. Again, this red star candle would have gotten me very scared in the S&P 500. I would have bailed on the S&P 500 short term as well. And where would I would have gotten back in? I would wait for a green star candle on the S&P. If we look at the daily S&P, when was the last time we had a red star candle? It was a while ago. It was all the way back in January. We have not had a daily red star candle on the S&P in a long, long time. This red star candle would have gotten me out of the S&P short-term trading, and I would be going long probably on Tuesday. Tomorrow will be a green 1 candle, and then we will get a green star candle. So just like Bitcoin on this red star candle with a weekly MRI top, I got out. I would get out. I would have gotten out of the S&P on Thursday as well. And on Tuesday, if we continue to rise, I go back into a long trade once again on the S&P. I don't really have much of an opinion on REITs. I don't really talk about real estate trusts. MicroStrategy pulled back once again, but I think it'll be up once the market opens. It also had a weekly MRI top, just like Bitcoin. They're very correlated. Not much else to say about that. Again, I don't have much of an update on Russia, Ukraine, other than I think Russia is going to take Kharkiv and Odessa sooner than later. I think Russia is about to escalate this to an outright war, a real war, not a special military operation. And I think the French are complete buffoons. If there's anyone in a French uniform on Russian soil, there will be bounties on their head, and they will be very quickly eliminated by Russian military. By the way, if you are interested in understanding why NATO is going to get embarrassed, like embarrassed by the Russian military, there are 2 podcasts you need to watch. I'm going to go here. Please subscribe to the Financial Summit channel if you don't want to hear any political commentary. If you go to the Duran and you go to their live section, these two long format interviews with David Sachs, not to be confused with Jeffrey Sachs, who's also excellent. This interview with was it David Sachs? Shit. Hold on. No, sorry, not David Sachs. Because I listen to these, I don't really watch them. I listen to them in podcast form. Russian Art of War, this guy here, Jackie's Boud, these were excellent. And also Andrei Martyanov. Now, Andrei came to America 30 years ago. Similar to myself, I came to America 35 years ago. So I came to America before the communism fell. He came to America right after communism fell. He's a little older than me as well. And these two podcasts, and this one as well, they were all pretty good. But this one talks about basically how Russia fights wars. And this one, both of them do. And they explain that, like for Russia, the amount of education that Russian generals do, the amount of preparation that Russia does, like for Russia, Russia actually studies war. Like in America, this doesn't happen. America hasn't actually been in a real war. I know I'm going to piss off some veterans here, but America has not really experienced war. And the reason is because not a single bomb has ever been dropped on American soil. So yes, America sent troops in World War II as mop-up duty. And yes, America sent troops into World War I as mop-up duty. It was basically Russia that won both of those wars, World War I and World War II. And Russia would have won those wars without American help at the end. And yes, America helped Russia earlier on with supplies and weapons, and that help was much needed. But as far as sending in the troops, Russia would have defeated Germany in both of those wars, with or without American soldiers on the ground. America comes in at the end and then claims victory for both wars. And none of those wars touched American soil. Korean War after that, Vietnam War after that, and whatever the hell the Middle East was, without any real army fighting back or shooting back at Americans, other than walking around in flip-flops with an AK-47. This is going to be a real war. And if America gets into this war, New York and Washington and LA are gone. I mean, they're just gone. They'll be wiped off the face of the map in the first day of a real war with Russia. And apparently no American realizes this. Thanks, Winston. So if you really want to understand how Russia fights this war and all the wars past and how they prepared for this, and from the West perspective, it looks like they're not winning, but they are winning. They're winning significantly. And one of the things they stress is Russia had certain objectives, and Russia is meeting those objectives, regardless of what the West thinks. The West made up their own objectives of what Russia was going to do. And according to the West's made up objectives of what Russia's plan was, Russia is not meeting those objectives. Russia is not meeting the objectives that the West made up. Russian objectives that Russia came up with, they're meeting those objectives. And it doesn't matter what the West thinks, it matters what Russia thinks. So I strongly advise watching these longer format shows. I mean, I would watch all three of these. I mean, I've never heard these guests before. It's my first time listening to David Sachs and Jackie's Boud, but they were, and I just listened to Andre on my drive to the airport this morning. I listened in 2x, so it was a 1 hour drive to the airport in Honduras, in El Salvador. And this was an excellent, excellent podcast. And for their daily updates, you go to the video section. You can see I have not seen Patrick Lancaster's interview yet, but I did watch this, and I'm going to watch this probably right now, and then I'll go back and watch Lancaster. All right, guys. I may get going unless there are questions. What do I think about the path of Bitcoin for the next 12 months? I think this is the path. I think the next 12 months are going to be incredibly bullish for Bitcoin, and I'm expecting $200,000 to $300,000 price in the next 12 months. Someone says they watch Andre all the time. I only watch Andre when he's on the Duran, which is like once a month or every 2 months. The West has no answer for the majority of Russian military. Russia has better tanks. Russia has better planes. Russia has faster missiles. Russia has more missiles. Russia has production capacity. The United States cannot take on Russia. The United States military is not even close to taking on the Russian military. If the United States can't take on the Russian military, what do you think is going to happen if they try to take on the Russian and the Chinese military combined? Now, the Russian military has experience, the Chinese military doesn't. So America has an advantage there. But Russia has both experience and better weapons and more people in the army, in the military altogether, and better trained and better educated. Someone is saying, where is the Russian Air Force? Well, the Russian Air Force doesn't want to be shut down by Ukrainian surface-to-air missiles. What do you think American Air Force? Where is the American Air Force in Syria? Non-existent, right? For the same reason why Russia doesn't want to fly over Western Ukraine. Right? The moment Russia went in to help Syria, American planes suddenly disappeared from Syrian skies because America knows that the moment an American airplane flies over Syria, Russia will shut it down, or Syrians will shut it down with Russian artillery. Your air force is only as good as the control of the ground below where the Air Force flies. Same thing. American Navy are sitting ducks. Any ship America has could be shut down with a missile in 5 minutes. Hypersonic missile will take out any American ship anywhere in the world within 5 to 10 minutes. It'll fly and it'll hit it. And there's nothing America can do to stop it. America did the dumbest thing in humanity. Instead of becoming friends with Russia and holding China down, America decided to pick a fight with Russia. So America decided to pick a fight with the one military that's actually stronger than the American military. That shows you the kind of buffoons that are in charge of the American government. Bernoulli, no, America doesn't have fast missiles. America does not have hypersonic missiles. There were, I mean, the only thing you can possibly claim, I mean, if those of you that watch my channel that have really gone down the rabbit holes, the only thing you can claim is that America has alien technology because over the last 30, 40 years, when America was the global power, America got their hands on a bunch of alien spacecrafts. You can go down that rabbit hole and you can say that America has secret alien technology that is far superior and that the world doesn't have. But in order for America to use that technology, they have to tell the world how they got it. So as far as conventional stuff, America doesn't have any hypersonic missiles. Russia is about to start using Mach 5 to Mach 10 speed missiles. China has tested a Mach 20 missile, and America is maybe at Mach 1 missiles. Again, the only way to claim that America has some secret technology is if they reverse engineered it from alien spacecraft. That's the only argument that someone can have that America's military technology is better than Russia's. And who knows what, Russia has a much bigger land. Who knows what, if Russia has done the same, right? We don't know. Like, I think it's a borderline valid argument. I mean, I've seen some claims that seem legitimate, but as far as who has better technology, Russia and China do. But China has no experience in using it. Russia does. Not only does Russia have experience in using it, over the last two years, Russian production capacity is way higher. And like I said, the intelligence level of the top of the Russian military is way smarter than American as well, because they literally train their whole life to do it. They don't just move up in the military ranks because they have the right gender or they switch their gender. Do you think the US would poke the bear if they didn't have an ace up their sleeve? Absolutely. Don't underestimate the current administration in that they will do anything to prevent Trump from winning again, including starting a nuclear war. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going in 5 minutes. And I really want to catch up on my geopolitics. Yeah, Macron is nuts. I call him Baby Napoleon. Baby Napoleon wants to, again, go start a war with Russia. It worked out great for the real Napoleon, and Baby Napoleon thinks he's going to do a better job. All right, guys. I think I'm going to get going. Please come to Unconfiscatable, where we don't talk geopolitics. We only talk Bitcoin. And also, please come join us at the Financial Summit, where we also don't talk geopolitics. We only talk finance and trading. Right. In order for you to understand why the Russian military is so advanced and so strong, you need to watch these interviews on the Duran. These are real experts on, like, I mean, these guys, like Andre, has been writing and studying the Russian military for 40 years. He was an like a Navy officer back in Russia. And he came to America 30 years ago, and he continued to follow the Russian military and its progress. Like, these guys explain like what kind of how like the training of Russian officers and what they have to go through. Like I have 2 math degrees, and he like explained on the show this morning when I was listening to it that the average Russian officer has better math skills than I do, and I have 2 mathematics degrees. No, of course the United States has checked with me on how fast their missiles are, CY. There are these things called Senate hearings where senators bring in military officers and they have to tell the truth or they could be imprisoned. And you can go and Google US hearings, hypersonic missiles, right here. Okay, so when you ask your sarcastic question on did the United States check with me on the speed of their missiles, the answer is yes, they did check with me. They told me exactly how fast their missiles are. It's all right here on YouTube from American generals where they are being questioned and grilled. Why the fuck do they not have fast missiles? And then you hear these generals give excuses as to why America is incapable of building a fast missile. You can listen to it right here on YouTube, analyzed and dissected, because American politicians are pissed that American military technology is dog shit. And you can hear it right here by doing a simple Google search. All right, any other comments? I haven't even heard this one. This is from 3 weeks ago. There was one that was like a year ago. Yeah, this one. Here, I listened to this. This was insane. The guy is like, yeah, we fired one hypersonic missile and it didn't work. That's literally what the general said. You can listen to it right here. The Committee on Armed Services. Let me see. I'm not going to play the audio, but I just want to see if this is the one that. I forgot which guy was testifying. It was like a fat guy. I don't know where he is. Looking for a fat guy in a uniform. He literally sat there and is like, yeah, we tested a hypersonic missile and it didn't work. Like, this was a year ago. Where's all the money going? CEOs of private military contractors? Is America a bully? America is worse than a bully. But yeah, go check it out. If you want to know the dog shit state of American military, just go listen to the Senate hearings. It's all right there. Yeah, Russia is about to start testing some serious shit. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe to, well, please sign up for Unconfiscatable. The conference is going to be smaller. We're not going to fit 400 people this year. I'm scaling it down to 300. So there's only 300 total spots. Prices go up after the first 50 seats get sold. Carnivory, only 50 spots. It's going to be a smaller event this year. Poker will still be 100 maximum. And come join us in the Maldives for a financial summit. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Whoa, no idea what's happening here. And if you want to know your geopolitics, you follow the Duran. And if you care about Asian geopolitics, you follow the new Atlas. I hate the new logo. It was blue before. It was so much easier to find. Brian Bolitic, if you're watching, make this blue again. Everyone is like black and white, including my own. Not my own, but financial summits. Why am I in Honduras? Good question. I'm going to Rotan Island. I want to see what's going on there. If you care about Asian geopolitics, follow the new Atlas. If you care about world geopolitics, follow the Duran. If you are more interested in US-focused geopolitics, follow Judge Napolitano. Those are your three sources. US-focused, global-focused, and Asian-focused. And if you really want to know what's going on in Russia, Ukraine, then military summary. I watch military summary every day. I really care what's going on the ground. I'm less behind on military summary, just one episode behind. All right, guys. I'll see a lot of you at BitBlock Boom. And thank you all for watching. And I will see you all on the next one. Bitcoin's pulling back a bit, but that's okay. As long as we have a green star, as long as a green star candle solidifies by end of day, or if we pull back enough, green star disappears and a new one shows up tomorrow, I will be bullish and going 100% long once again. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.